we go. It's the final of the 2025 Canadian Women's 10-Ball Championship here at Hidden Spot. They're just wondering, is that a win? They want a rules question. I'm not answering no rules questions today. Britney just about scratched on her leg. Should be a great match. That's right. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you do me a favor. Click the share button on both. You can share the YouTube stream on your Facebook or just click that thumbs up button. And I'll follow the chat on both. If you guys got any questions. Race to 9, one race to 9 to see who the 2025 champ will be. Naomi with the first break. I think both these players coming through undefeated. Single elimination in the last 16 here. And this break's going to tell a lot. Let's see if the ball goes in the side. It does. Shape on the one is there. Looks good. 7's going to get in the game, but it's a pretty easy combo, I think. Just got to control the 1 because it's going to go to the right side rail a little bit. And the 4 down here on the bottom side rail looks a little tricky. That'll be a problem in a couple shots, so I'll worry about these couple first. Look out, 5 ball. So I wonder if we got any stats out there from the Britney and Naomi fans. How many times have they played in the finals of a Canadian championship? It's got to be 10 times. Maybe more than that. It's maybe like 15 times. We know that Britney is a 23-time champion, so we've been told. Oh, good speed on that. A little two-way shot there on the bank, 1.5 across. If you miss it, you want to leave it somewhere on that end rail. She did good there. Britney's going to have to play somewhat tricky safe off the right side of the ball. Yeah, Donnie and Jody and everybody else in the chats, they're agreeing this is the final everybody came to see. It's the predictable one. It's Naomi and Britney. It's the top 2 firepower. And we really just had the best top 4 we could ask for, with Joanne and Vero being in the mix too. So if that's a sign of things to come for the rest of the week, the next 2 tournaments, they're in for a treat. And if you're just joining us, make sure you do me a favor, click that share button. Let's give these sponsors and players what they deserve. Big audience. She's going to kick one rail here. Looks like she's got a window between the 5, 8 to the rail by the 6. Oh, I kind of thought she would make that, but she's got some backup plan here. 8's going to be big. Nice little safety battle happening here on the 1 ball to start the match. You got to love that. Jamie, I'll say hi to Grant for you. No problem. You can say hi to him yourself in the next few days. He's going to be here for 4 more jam-packed days. A great pool. 9-ball tournament going to start tomorrow. Oh, sweet shot. kicked it right in. So 9-ball tomorrow and Friday, and then we're going to have the 8-ball tournament Saturday and Sunday. Tough shot on this 3-ball now. You're going to see her take a second. Try to dial it up. It's a long way away and a very thin cut with tricky position to the 4-ball next. That's why you see her taking an extra second. She's got to jack up and draw this cue ball back. It's the only way to get to the 4 next. Can't level out, make the 3, and get on the 4. So this is real tough. She played the bank instead. I don't hate it. It's guaranteed position that way. And you might just leave Naomi the same problem, which she did. She said, you figure it out. Long way away. She's thinking about just rolling this in, sending the cue ball between the 8-9. Try to get right on the side rail. Need to be dead straight in on the 4 next to have any chance. Well, you see them both take an extra second. Try to get a rhythm early here. Both quick players, just try to settle in. And they both know the early games are always the tough ones with the nerves running high. These tough long pots aren't helping their cause. Jacked up and all this tricky ones to start this match. We'll see some open tables throughout the match. They'll both settle in. I think she has to clip the right side of this, try to miss the 10 with the cue ball and get some kind of safe here. This is tricky. Only saving grace the 4 is so tough. They both know there's some free shots there at the 3. Even if you sell out the 3, you kind of put it on them to figure out the 4. Interesting first rack. You could see her trying to dodge some traffic there to get safe, but there was a lot of stuff in the way. Once again, similar problem for Naomi. You can see the little wave of the hand. She don't know what to do here. 4 does not go on the side, pretty certain. The way she's eyeballing that is maybe it does. If you get absolutely perfect on it and dead straight in and close, and she's going to be close. This is a good line. That's a really nice shot. Nice little 3-rail path she found there. And just the safe on the 4. Okay, it's not bad. It's going to leave a shot, but a tough one. See if Britney takes on the thin cut here. Send the cue ball around, or if she's going to try to play safe. Maybe duck underneath the 6-ball. I kind of like that. Oh, needed more right spin and a bit of thinner hit. But I think she's got the 4 safe enough where it's not potable. I think the 5 cutting off the left side of it. Well, like Naomi's eyeing up the rail first, so 1 or 2 rails. Because she can't hit full on the 4 to bank it down table. Otherwise, I think she would contemplate that. She can't thin the right side of it. The pocket's too big, so rail first. Try to get some distance happening again. Where's this going to end up? It's going to leave a little shot. Tough one, though. This first game. Good battle going on. And thanks for sharing from Victoria. And everybody else out there tuned in, make sure you do me a favor, click that share button. And click the thumbs up on the YouTube. Yeah, Jamie, you nailed it. Early games are super important. Both these girls are supreme front runners. And Mike K in the YouTube. Thanks everybody out there for tuning in. Another Naomi Britney Canadian Championship final. Giving the crowd what they came to see. Tough to avoid the 10 with the cue ball here, so just trying a safety. Didn't work out. First real chance of Naomi. Extended race here in the final if you've been watching the whole tournament. We've extended the race. It is a 1-set race to 9. She's looking at playing the 4 on the side. Send the cue ball around for the 5 in the same side. But I would have thought she just contemplates the stop shot, the 4 in the corner and the stop shot, and shoot the 5 in the corner. Would seem unnecessary to run it around, especially when the table's playing a bit fast and unpredictable. She's definitely one of those kind of players. She start getting loose, she's gonna turn up the speed. But the first game just can be a little tough out there. Yeah, Chandra Radford was here. Good experience for her. I think got to build on the experience first before you just start jamming into the final of these big events. Tried to pinch it back and just get the 8 to the side, I think, but you're going to have to shoot in the upper left. A bit tougher. And now you got to make a decision. Do you use the right side rail and punch out, or do you just kind of pinch this one and stay off the rail? Well, what you definitely can't have happen is end up with the cue ball on the right side rail, the 10 way down here. It's going to be tough. First game just tricky out there. You can see struggling a bit. I'm thinking about going forward here. Seems tougher to get to the 10 from the 9 in the side, I would think. She probably know best. Table's playing a little tricky right now. It's running real hot. So she would know best what the right shot is for the condition of the table. Yeah, I like that way. Definitely like it that way. Especially if you're going to hit it that good. Now she's got a nice little 2-rail path here. Just pot this in the upper left, a little right spin. Little top, little right. Don't scratch in the low left. Oh, you can see she does flinch a little from time to time on the stroke, but not like enough to miss it. She's very, talented with the potting of the ball. That time she flinched a lot. Twitched and missed it. We'll see what Britney can do. It's tough safety. But she just takes what the table gives her and gonna make Naomi work for it, knowing that Naomi's gonna be a little bothered by flinching on that. I think Naomi's just got to bank the 9 up table. She's looking at some craziness drawing into the 10 here, but I think I like just coming across the 9 a little bit, half ball, and just bank the 9 up table. Maybe that's a little tricky from this angle. Could just like stop shot the bank into the upper right, and if you miss it, you're leaving the cue ball down here on the rail. Don't hate that either. She's called the 10, like she's going to draw into the 10. The other option is just go across the side of the 9, trying to use the 10 to hold the 9 there and just send the cue ball back up where it is now. Yeah, that seemed crazy to me. And this is going to sell out a pretty good chance for Britney to get the first game on the board. That was a big old struggle this first game, which is not that rare for these situations. Both these ladies want this win pretty bad. Should be noted, $1,000 difference in prize money. Winner gets $2,000, loser gets $1,000. That's enough to get the blood flowing, right? Britney with the first game on the board. Shout out to these great sponsors. I'm going to run through them in between racks here, but make sure you guys check out their website and their social media. Give them a shout out. Always takes a couple of racks to calm the nerves in these situations, but both these ladies very experienced. Probably not letting the moment get the better of them too often, but they're human. You can see she's really just trying to control the cue ball in that break, not trying to overpower it. It's kind of a new cloth thing, the new cloth with the magic rack, you don't have to overpower it. Just gotta smooth it and the balls will go on the side. The 4 up there with the 6 balls, a menace. Definitely gonna see a safety here. I mean, of course the bank into the low right goes, but it's not worth going for. There's nothing from the 2 to the 4. Looks like she's going to use the 6 and the 4 to hold the 1. Oh, no, she tried to get behind the 7 and used the 5 with the 1. That's a beautiful shot. Very nice. Naomi's looking at the rail first. She does have the thin side of this one. I'm surprised she wouldn't just contemplate thinning it and try to use the 5 for cover. Yeah, now she might see it. Yeah, this is the shot. Thin it and try to use the 5. And worst case, you're going to leave her something real tough. Now it's really well controlled. Great shot. Little safety battle going on. You got to love it. Does she have the edge of this? Or is she going rail first here? The edge with the safety underneath the 8-10. Beautiful. Very nice shot. Oh, a couple of really good safeties there. Just leaving the edge just a little. Might have left the edge again here. Oh, but the 6 ball stops the cue ball in its tracks, and here's a good chance. Might be a little far away from the 2, but it's near the pocket, so there's not going to be a tricky pot on the 2, but it is a long way back up for the 4 next. Yeah, those ones are always so tough with the cue ball on the rail, so I don't blame her for refusing it. Oh, that almost really froze up on the 6, but I think she can just see around it. The safeties aren't cooperating. I think she just asked Naomi, do we need a ref? Naomi said no. Definitely not. Lots of room to work. Did it just creep around there? I think it did. You see some of her firepower on display there. She's one of the best potters of the ball I've ever seen. She can fire it. You got to see it there. That was like break speed. I think it just crept around and she just got this. Yeah, but she drew it too much. Look out. Oh, not the worst kiss she could have got. She's on the 4. It's pretty thin. Position to the 5. Maybe just got to crash into the 5. See what happens. Don't know you can risk trying to put some crazy spin on this one. Makes missing the 4 too easy. Lots of right spin, maybe. Yeah. Good shot. She's got a shot. That was pretty good from where she was. She'll take that. Oh, way back for the 6 is not easy, too. I hate to try to like jack up on this one. You can't go forward. It's not there. The scratch is on for sure. You can like stun one rail. I kind of like the draw. You just lots of left spin. Draw with some left spin. Zing it around. 2-3 rails. She knows these big games are early. been there, done that, been run over before. It's time to make sure. That was not it. She's got to come with a big kick safe here off the end rail. Kick the 6 towards the right side. Hope to stick it around there somewhere and be underneath the 8-10. Pretty good effort. Are we getting a rail? It just touched the rail. It looked like it wasn't getting a rail, and that 6 just settled on there, and that's a world of difference. This is a real tough pot, as opposed to just ball in hand, and she would have been stunning the 6 in the bottom right corner. Peter Woods just joining. This is the final. This is it. We're going to crown the winner of the 10 ball in maybe only a couple hours' time. Oh, how good did she hit that? Look out, though. Oh, she went right underneath a 9. Yeah, good pot, but lost the cue ball there. See if she can come with a big recovery shot here and kick the 7 in. You got to put her like 50-50 here. She's going to get close. Yeah, she got real close. But it's not going to matter. Good chance for Naomi here to recover the lost first game. See them both just taking a little longer than they were in the previous matches. Trying to be sure here. You can't blame them. It's a big spot. It's a $1,000 difference in prize money and, you know, potential invites to world championships and Canadian title. The pride is worth a lot. Look out. Not trying to get a rub there, I don't think. She'll be okay. She's got a good angle to get down for the 9 here. It worked out pretty good. Just got to pot this one, a little low spin. Just try not to be right on the rail next, ideally. Perfect. Should be 1-1. Little bounce will do. She's pretty straight in here. This to tie it up. You gotta expect it's gonna be a close match, but both these ladies got plenty of firepower to run away with it. It's gonna be a new champ this year, says Helen. Run through some more of these sponsors in between games. Make sure you guys give them a shout out. Very important. Keep them interested. Maybe they'll add a little more money next year. Get involved with other pool events. There's a nice pool room you ever check out in Toronto area. Corner bank. It is alternate break here, but we're seeing the other player winning. The other player's break. Let's see what happens here. She's going to rip it. We saw that from her last year. She likes to rip it on the break shot. She don't let up. And this is why. She's making extra balls. Looks like the one ball goes. Half a pocket. Good thing about these shots, you miss them, you're probably going to plug. It's going to be real difficult to deal with for your opponent if you don't make it. 6-7's big. I think she makes it, though. Got a good angle here to ride it in off the rail. 5-10 maybe looming later on. Unless the 5 probably passes the 8, so it's not so bad. Oh, way overcut it. But this is kind of what I was talking about. It's hard to sell out unless you leave it right in the jaws, but usually it plugs behind those balls, like pretty common thing. Let's see if Britt can kick this ball in. Oh, wow, she's going to the other side rail. I thought she would have went to the side rail by the 4 here and tried to pot this ball. Going to try to just get a hit and keep stuff contained with the double kiss. Maybe she knows that this is a tricky enough out. Kind of put it on Naomi to do something there. Or she thought she could come across the face of it a little more and get covered behind the 6. James Brinson in the brackets. It's under 2025 Ladies Championships. Digital pool. And Kathy, thanks for tuning in. She was a little worried where that 6 was going. It kind of got in the game a bit. It's plugged the corner pocket for the 4. Now she's kind of looking at, could she bank the 4? She wanted the 4 in the low left as we're looking at it. I think she got a little angle here on the 3. If you guys are looking at the bracket online too, you'll see on the right side, there's a little red button that says stage 1 or stage 2. So you'll see stage 1 is just to get to the final 16, and then stage 2 is the final 16, single elimination. See if she tries to pot the 4 on the side here. It looks makeable from my view. I'm surprised to see her turn it down, but she's getting underneath the 5s. Beautiful safety. Very nice shot. Tricky escape here. She might need the rest. Jack up over the 5 and use the end rail. Tough hit here. Yeah, just that. The rest and over the 5. This is real tough. Oh, that's a nice hit. Any contact there is good. She's going to buy herself another shot, I think. Looked like a little tap of the table there from Naomi. She knew how tough that hit was. She might be half surprised to not have ball in hand from there. I think she's going to try to get the cue ball under the 7 here. No, it's going to leak out. It's going to really leak out. But maybe only a safety in return, banking the 4 underneath the 10-5 and trying to get the cue ball near the 7. We're just going the other way, trying to get the cue ball under the 8. Looks pretty good. What a great shot. And that's a really nice shot. Table's turned real quick there. You can tell they both respect the other one's game immensely because they're not taking on anything crazy. Even though it's a long race, you can see them both being very careful, even though it's only game 3. Which you love to see that fighting spirit in every game. Look at this. No way she's getting a rail after. This would be the craziest hit you ever see. Unbelievable. I like that Britney barely flinched. Even though that was extremely lucky to make contact that way and get a rail after. Oh, she thought she could punch that one through and miss the 6. Earlier on, I looked at this 10-5. Does she look at it? Don't know it's that playable from here. Well, she's called the 5. She's going to go here. This is very tough. Cue ball on the rail. And yeah, this is the final, and it's just a one-setter because it was single elim in the last 16, and what a super shot that is. Unbelievable pot from Britney there. That was really, really tough with the cue ball on the rail. That's one of the best shots of the day. Not to mention at speed, getting the cue ball around. That was beautiful. What a shot. Those kind of shots can really turn the tide of a match, too. I mean, Naomi's going to go, what in the world just happened there? I thought I was getting back. And she's not going to be shocked. She knows who she's playing. No way she let that one slide. It's in there deep. She definitely missed it. She definitely caught it a little thick. I think it was a bit thick. Yeah, just didn't quite cut it enough. But this is real far in there. Naomi's got to go rail first, or right side rail first, just sling it around. Sometimes you got to just let it ride. See what happens. It looks pretty good. It's going to slide off that rail and come down here a bit. It's perfect. It's a great shot. It's a really great shot. Really well controlled. You know, on a worn-in table, that line off the third rail is going to come straight at the 9, but the new cloth, it just slides down there. Looking good. This 10 ball for 2-1. Race to 9 might seem like a long race, but it happens pretty quick. It's only a couple of mistakes at this level. 2-1 Naomi. And a big shout out to Hidden Spot and Joanne Ash and everybody else helping out. Organizing the tournament, setting it up, getting it out here. It's a big effort. I know all the locals appreciate having it here. Looks like she juiced some of her own money in there too. Nice to see the players supporting the event when they can. Okay, Britney's been hitting this one real square. Let's watch. Oh, she mishit it. And a little sign of the pressure, and the cue ball gets kissed almost in. Is she horn hooked? I don't think so. Bit of a fortunate one there because she did mishit the break. She didn't hit it square like she was hoping. Does she have this one ball? This real tight by the horn. She might be playing safe. Well, she's eyeballing the 2, so I guess she's got enough of this. Yeah. Good shot. She's going to need another good one here. Playing the 2 in the side, send the cue ball between the 4-6 off the end rail. Yeah, tricky. Tricky because sometimes the speed you put on this can actually send the cue ball more towards the 6. And the tangent line can change a little bit when you're hitting it harder. And that's exactly what happened. She might have known that was what's happening, and she just took it. Rather than try to do something crazy, just make sure she potted the 2, which is smart. Well, let's see if the straight view shows us. She got a little angle to work here. 3 was nice and close to the hole, and that's a good shot. She could use this to slow down a bit, though. How fast that is. It just runs and never stops running. I feel like this is a big shot in this match already. This one's real thin. Oh, she's done so well. Playing 3-rail shape there is pretty awesome too. Almost gets to the 3rd rail, just back and forth off 2, no problem. That's confident. I think a lot of players just play the little 2-rail shape there and stay on the other side of the 5. You can see it just wants to run on and on. It's playing quick, which is nice. Players love it when it's fast. And right back in control. Britney with the 10 ball to tie it up. And you can see when the balls lay nice, they don't take long. They get to it. 2-2, racing a 9. All right, Naomi to break. All tied at 2. And she likes to just slug it. You know, watch how hard she hits this. She don't let up. Big elevation. She's going to try to pop that cue ball. Yeah, she'll rip it. The 2 ball rattles, but the 6 is going to find the hole. And the 3 is going to spoil the show. Right in the way of the 1. So she might have some kind of safety here. If she can bank the 1 out and miss the scratch. If not, we're going to see a push out, I think. Well, the kick's safe, but I think the 7's pretty big there. Naomi is solids, yeah. I bet she wishes she was solids here. She'd have control. But it's 10 ball. Oh, she played the kick safe and didn't get it. I'm surprised it banked out into the 7 there and leave a shot. It's a bit unfortunate because she kicked it nicely to get the 1 to miss the 7. A good effort. Sometimes a push out is just too difficult. You play a push, you're just in jail 9 times out of 10. Or you get it back and you just have the toughest shot you ever see in your life. Oh, good shot there. Wow, the stun follow and get the gap. That was really good. Really good. Everything is okay, but the 7. 5 to the 7. Definite problem. Looks like she eyed up a bank on the 4 next. It's maybe more like a safety, though. Okay, she's trying to rip the spin and get position. Bump the 8 out of the way. If she played to bump the 8, that was super. Get the 8 out of the way of the 5. I mean, this is a really tough shot now, jacked up over the 5. Does she bump the 7? How good would this be to bump the 8 and then bump the 7? It'd be unbelievable. Aramith balls, yeah. I think they're Aramith. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Bump the 8 so that when she could bump the 7, she could see the 5. Well, that's maybe some upper level genius we just saw there. That was great little sequence. Work's not done though. It's a long way back for the 7. She'd rather the 7 bumped over the hole. That would have been sweet. Yeah, it was just too tough to get back down for the 7, so she plays a real sweet safety. Look how good this is. How good is that? And she knows if she doesn't get the safe, she's going to just leave a mile away. But she got the safe. Beautiful. Yeah, Aramith make the best balls for sure. How big are these pockets, says James. You know, extra big when they're slippery new cloth. That's how it works. But I'm sure they're 4 1/4. Okay, she's going to jump and go for the bank. She knows the cue ball can stick around the 7, and maybe she gets a 2-way here. Just like that. She's going to leave it long. Going to leave it long and very tricky here. Good hit. Yeah, the purple 4 and the orange 5 is nice. Although I will say I like the pink 4 better. Could see the pink 4 on the screen a little easier. Just this color of 4 with these lights, it really blends with the 8. Oh, yeah. See, they are playing a little bigger, eh, James? But they know it. The players know it. So they're playing these shots like in a way where they know it can slop in a little. Otherwise, they might, you know, try to be twice as accurate. Sometimes you just don't dial it in as much. You know, you can slop it in a little so you get a little extra out of the cue ball that way. Conith doesn't like the pink 4. Well, next time they break, you tell me how easy it is to tell the difference between the 4 and the 8. Even on the big screen, it's tricky. Look at this. I've seen this get away from her a whole bunch of times. There's no way she's playing for the 10 in the side. I watched that in a couple other matches of hers too. Just coming on that line, the tables are running so fast. Not easy to control. This is a big shot. Nice thing about that one, you can see where the cue ball ends up. It's a bit of a two-way happening there, but you know she's really just trying to bear down and pot the ball too. Doesn't love to use it two-way unless she has to. Run through a few more of these great sponsors of the event. Of course, one of our sponsors here at Q Sports Live, Lackno Billiards Pro Shop. Check him out, he's diamond dealer. All right, let's see if she makes a correction, hit this one a little more square than the last one she let loose to the side. Yeah, she let it loose again. Pretty sure she's not trying to hit it on that side. Oh, that's a bad kiss. She's got a real bad kiss there. The 8 getting in the way. The 1 ball. It's going to be a push out. There's not a million places to push here, so it's kind of an easy one. Yeah, kind of like over there. I think you push to the first place she looked, and you might be tempting Naomi into a pot that she's really good at. Yeah, this didn't go far enough. Britney's going to get it back. And she's going to go for the jump cue, I think. Just the speed of the table's getting them a couple times. That's another example. I mean, it didn't get her with being too fast. It's just the fact that it's so fast has her second guessing speed control. Oh, caught the swerve on that one a little and straight into the 3. Looks like the 9 is a little tough. Looks like the 9 might save Britney from leaving an easy out here. I don't see that too often. Usually she's going to get over the ball, make a hit there. Otherwise, she would just go to the 1 or 2 rails, just make contact underneath. Do they have to break with the same cue they shoot with? No, they do not. You're allowed to have numerous different cues out for a match. Looks like it's going to be the 5-7 combination after the 5. Maybe passes the 7, but it's so tight. You probably don't want to be shooting it too often unless you have to. I don't think she has to. You can see the draw shot very available right now. It's It's gripping easily. These are always tough. Trying to control three things happening. You got to make the combo. You got to control where the first ball goes. You got to control the cue ball. Oh, she's done well there. That's a good shot. That's a really nice shot. She knew the 5's going to bank over towards this other pocket. And now she got a nice angle on it. Now she just needs to make sure she get an angle on the 8 to nudge the 10 or the 9. Don't think you want to be dropping below the 9 to shoot it up table, although you can. It's going to be inch perfect. So now I wonder, does she go into the 10 or the 9? I think you almost try to split them. Tough to tell from back here, but. Yeah, going into the 10, I just didn't see it turning out well. And now this just became a really, really big shot in this match. Big, big shot. She needs to drain this one. And it's tricky with the cue ball on the rail. If she's standing up right away, it means she made it. Good shot. It's not easy. Nice. Good out there. Good stuff from where she was. Looks like washroom break time. Quick chance to run through some of the pictures of the venue here. You can see where we are upstairs, the 9-foot tables. And we got the arcade down here. The big screens, great place to watch sports, really great. Got 7-foot room there. 7-foot diamond tables. Place got 8 7-foot diamonds, 8 9-foot diamonds. We're super spoiled in Calgary. We got pool rooms with diamond tables. Got some seating area there in the arcade. And then we got the jam up booth by the door there. Go check out Joe Spence if you're in the area. He'll be around again tomorrow. They're pretty busy down there tonight, so he had to clear out. There was no room for him anymore. Pinball tournament happening. All right, well, they're using the washroom. I'm going to use the washroom too. back. Looks like Naomi with the mistake on the 1 ball. Hooked herself on the 2. Reaching for the jump cue. Just didn't get the spin there and caught the 10. Angel, thanks for tuning in. And thank you for your commentary. Stan with the comeback of the century there. That was nice to see. I don't know if you were doing the commentary during that, but I know it was out your direction. Let's get to the side view here. Watch her try to get up over this ball. Nope. Didn't get over the 9. You can see her with the low elevation there. She kind of likes that. She likes the just enough elevation to get over the ball. That way she can be more accurate, but that time it didn't pay off. Gotta make sure you get over that one. She got the old school bungee too. You can see she needs to be very precise where she's going to get on the 3 because the 4 is way back up there near the 2. Let's see if she's straight enough to draw this one back. I don't know. She's talking to herself. If she can get into the 7 here, that's fine. She can take a lot of angle on the 4 because she needs to get all the way back down for the 6 next anyway. Oh, she managed to squeeze between the 9 and the 7. That was pretty good. It might not help her much, though. It's a long way back for the 6. See what kind of angle she got here. Not much. That's going to take a lot of spin. She might just have to take some distance from the 6. Take a thin cut. She's going to try to jack up and punch it down over there. It's a tricky one. Look out. Look out. Oh. Just crept a little too far where she doesn't have the pot, but she got an easy safe, or what would appear to be a relatively easy safe, close to the ball. Anytime you're close to the ball like this, a little easier to judge the safe coming off. She went for it there. Got a big bounce on the 6 ball. She's left a makeable shot here for Naomi. Long one, mind you. She's such a good potter. Didn't want to say anything, but I was definitely putting her as a favorite to make that shot. She's one of the better potters out there. It's a good shot. She's going to have to make another good one here. Put this into the top right and draw the cue ball off the left side rail back out to middle. Nice thing is, Klotz grip in the draw shot pretty easy, so you don't have to really rip it. Just let it happen. Yeah, and she didn't go for the extra. She just gonna take a little distance knowing the 9 is right next door. Doesn't have to do too much from the 8 to the 9 here. Yeah, the left corner was there too, but just a little tougher to get position, I think. So the right, top right corner, I think, ended up being the correct choice. Just got to make a longer shot here. Oh, no. Well, she's going to be not happy with herself there. You're going to see her talking to herself, and I don't blame her. It's a big missed opportunity. Britney's going to feed off those kind of misses. Can't afford to make those mistakes against Miss Bryant and get away with it too often. Looks like she got exactly where she needs to be here. She could play the 9 this side with a little draw or a little follow, whatever she likes. She probably plays it with the little draw just because the speed of the table's been so tricky. And you go forward there, you can overhit it, underhit it, but if you draw it, you kind of just relying on the draw more than the speed. The follow is more natural, like going into the line with the ball. But yeah, you can see she liked the draw too, just that might be a speed control thing. It's getting tough out there to control the speed. It's really fast. Ten ball for 4-3 lead when she probably thought she was going to be down 4-3. Don't mind the spelling error on here if you guys can pick it out. I did not make the poster. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot me. Make sure you guys show some love to all those great sponsors on there. Canadian women's pool is thriving right now, and it's a lot to do with those sponsors supporting these events. $2,000 for the winner of this, $1,000 for the runner-up, and that's a lot to do with that sponsor added money. And that is what we've been used to seeing in previous matches. She's hitting the break so square, making the balls on the side, getting a shot on the 1. You can see here the 1 does pass the 5. Pretty clean, I think, too. It's all about the 1 to the 2. But these lay pretty nice. This is a good chance for her to take a 2-game lead. One good shot from the 1 to the 2. I think that's it. 6 to the 7 might be a little tough. It's not that easy. Although when she shoots the 4, she can clear the path for the 7 in that corner as well. 6 to the 7 might not be too bad. Might not need the 7 in the side pocket. Just overrun this a little, and now she's got to deal with the corner pocket a bit. Being this bottom left corner, I think. See if she jacks up and draws this one, or if she's just going to roll it, take more angle on the 4. Roll it, angle on the 4. You can see her try to pinch it. She missed the pot. Tried to pinch it. If she cuts that one right in the heart, I think the cue ball goes straight in the drink. So she tried to undercut it, hit it a little thicker, change the angle, and miss the pot. Second prize, though. She gets second prize there. Found cover. Naomi going for the jump cue again. The bungee over this one is not so easy. This is close to the ball. Real close to get up and over this one. Yeah, the multi-angle's nice. Nice to have that side angles. Needed a lot of times, you know. Can't see some stuff. That's super unlucky. What a great stroke to just get over the ball and make contact there with some draw. If she didn't overcut it by just a hair, she wasn't scratching. Nonetheless, another good chance for Britney here. Try to get this to 5-3. It's all about the 6 to the 7 here, because you got ball in hand on the 4 like that. You favor her to get where she needed on the 5, which I think she did, although she'd rather not be using the rest. But I think the angle is good here. Run this cue ball right towards the 6. This is going to be perfect. It's going to be absolutely perfect. James wants to know any notable past winners of this event. Yeah, there's plenty of amazing future Canadian or previous Canadian champions. Now you're looking at the most decorated one right here. They say she has 23 Canadian titles. 23 is a lot. It's 23 more than I have. Yeah, race to 9 this time, Dominic. And hello, Jason. From South Wales. Amber from Niagara Falls, and everybody else tuning in. Appreciate all of you. Do me a favor, click that share button. Click the thumbs up on the YouTube. These girls putting on a show. We got 4 more epic days of pool to come up after this. Maybe just take the rest of the week off of work, so you don't miss any of it. You have Grant and guests doing some great commentary for you through the whole remainder. But he did have to run out tonight. He had his son's first football game. You can't be missing that stuff, right? Maybe the most important sponsor of this event. Shout out to Joanne Ashton, all the hard work it takes to get these big events here. And Hidden Spot being the great hosts that they are. It's amazing that we have these pool rooms that we can host these events in. We're so very, very lucky here in Calgary. So she's let a couple slip away. The last one was tricky. That jump shot was tough, but the game before she definitely let slide. She's not going to be thrilled about the way this is going. Can she get a shot on the 1 to change the tide? She can. Good break there. 1 to the 3 is about all the work that needs done here. Work is works for people who don't play pool. That's right. can't be good at pool and work. It just doesn't happen. No way did she just do that. Oh, she's going to be so bothered by that. And I would be too. Wow. Big mistake. How did she stun right behind it? Let's see what happened here. Just didn't get through it as much as she wanted. This is a super difficult hit now, too. She's absolutely jailed herself. This is going to bother her. This is going to bother her. Sometimes these little situations, they can really get the better of you mentally, and then it's hard to recover. I think she's called the 10. Now you might as well from this situation. James wants to know what other events are going on. There's 2 more after this. There's the 9-ball championship and then the 8-ball championship on the weekend. Lots of pool to watch. Good chance this is only the first time we're going to see these two in the final of a tournament this week. Or I might see this repeated again. Well, drive by on that kick shot, but that was tough. You know, real tough to make a hit there. Not everyone can play jam up, says the YouTube chat. I'm not going to try to say your name there. It's a big one. Okay, these connect all pretty nice. I mean, nothing much to do there. Got a good angle on this 4. Straight in on the 5 would be fine next. See if she uses an extra rail here, slip by the 9 off the other side rail. Or if she just holds this in the middle of the table. It's running real quick, so wouldn't be surprised to see her punch this off another rail. Or is she going to go forward off 3? It might be the safer option when the table's running this fast. No, but it makes the pot missable. The extension with the inside juice. What a let off. 6-3 or 5-4 is a big difference here. And you know Naomi's going to recognize that and really take advantage of the moment here. And Colin Powell, yeah, there you go, perfect. I like that. Just going to give the angle on the 8 to be sure, because you want to land straight on the 8-ball. Got to make sure you got a little angle going one way or the other. Just a little top spin here. Oh, coming up a hair short. Might deal with the 10 now. Might have to deal with a bump on the 10. I'm not sure she can draw and miss it. I see a little grimace. I'd rather be straight in on this one. Oh, she could miss it. Nice. Good shot there. Good shot there with the inside juice to miss the kiss. Get it to 5-4. Still anybody's match here. Only halfway through. Possible 17 games to play. This is where the ladies are playing here upstairs at Hidden Spot. 8-9 foot diamonds up here. Shout out to my buddy Tony with Lackno Billiards Pro Shop. Check him out. He's a diamond dealer. Yeah, Conant says she kind of threw her stick at that shot. Got to settle down. Yeah. They both seem a little hyped, you know. Naomi kind of always plays like that. She kind of always throws the cue at the shot, you know. But Britney, she definitely threw it at that 4 ball. I think the mistake was actually on the ball in hand and ending up reaching like that on the 4 with the extension and a little thinner than she would like. And so the mistake might have actually came before. Might bother her a little too. Dave wants to know, are they calling all fouls? No. Cue ball only fouls. Whoa, look at that shot. Froze right up on the 4. Beautiful. Beautiful shot. Might have taken away a lot of this top rail too. She might need a lot of left spin just to make contact here. Tough to tell. She called the one in by the 3. That would probably be the play. Well, called the 7. I suppose you want to head it in that direction. A lot of gaps happening. A lot of kisses, a lot of gaps. Who was last year's champion? Britney was the 8 and the 9 ball champion, I do believe. And I think last year's champion of the 10 ball was Miriam Lafranchise, who was not here this year. Did not make the trip out west to defend the title, which is slightly disappointing to see. We were big fans of her. She played an awesome style. Just real aggressive, fast-paced. She had some firepower. She was a treat to watch. We don't always get to see those players out east. So I had no idea that she was that good. It was a real treat. Stacy, why not? Well, you know, life gets in the way sometimes, a pool, unfortunately. How smart is this conceded foul? Concede the foul and plug the one up even more. She's left this very tough from the ball in hand. The return safety here is not easy. She's going to have to thin the one and just flick the one to the rail, get the one staying there and the cue ball by the 8, I think. She could go the other way behind the 5, but I don't think that's as playable. You're going to see a little safety battle here. Google states Naomi won the 9 ball last year. All right, well, there you go. Naomi with the 9 ball last year. Just contemplating, do they need a ref? Probably doesn't hurt to get one. Not me. I'm not reffing. I'll slow-mo the replay if they need. That's about it. Good. Britney's got her corner man there. You know, you need a tee. You need a pop. You need a... What do you need? What can I get you? How am I going to help you win this? Good man. Okay, so she's got to kick this. And try to just miss the 5. She's calling the 8, but I mean, the odds of making the 8 from there are just super, super slim. Especially because I think it's mostly frozen. Oh, she's trying to like get in off the side rail. That would, that makes for a real tough call for the ref. Tough call. Let's see. With the slow-mo replay happening because she's going to need it. Oh, beautiful hit. Beautiful hit. Didn't need the slow-mo for that one. Just got clean right through there. Nice. That was good. It was a really good shot. Britney's going to try to cut the 1 in, break the 2 here. Just hope she doesn't get stuck on the 10. Well, I bet Shannon's relieved she didn't have to make any crazy call there. Nice shot there. Very nice. She needs another one. Pal, we love you, bud, but no curse words in the chat, please, sir. Maybe you could erase that comment and save me erasing it. Yeah, Susie, that's what I thought too, but they're telling me maybe Naomi won last year. I think they played in the final and Britney won, but could be wrong. But I was there. Lee Smith. I'm doing good, bud. How are you? And Ryan McDonald from Toronto, enjoying the match. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody else tuning in. Marvin. Yeah, Chinese players are better than the rest of the world. We know that. And the tournament money is crazy. Pal, do me a favor, just delete your comment. Few comments up there. The one with the F-bomb in it. Just delete it. If you click on there, you can delete it. I could delete it too, but I'd rather you deleted it. Yeah, sure, it's from Fetter's mouth, but still. No curse words on the stream. It's a family-friendly show. Suppose I'll delete it. Usually we give a couple of warnings too, like you know, just try not to swear. That's all. Okay, gonna have to kick at this 3, but it's a huge ball. Might be not that big of a stretch to pot the ball. And yeah, pal, there's definitely children watching. Definitely. There's a whole bunch of kids that play in Alberta. There's one watching right over my shoulder right now, actually, a junior female player. Just, keep it clean. It's not too much to ask. We're all adults, so we can all hold our language, right? But if you really feel the need to swear, pal, then you might have to watch a different stream. I'm not trying to be rude. If you want to just keep going on and on about it, that's not helping your cause. Just say, sorry, I'll stop using bad words. And then we just move on. Okay, a little thin on this 3. Let's see if she's going to sling the cue ball around. Or if she's going to try to draw it to the end rail. And yeah, I'm the same way. I swear all the time. Just not on a pool stream. There's a time and a place. Well, she got away with one there, crashing into all kinds of stuff and ending up still on the 4. That's all right, pal. Just next time, I'll have to ban you, Keep it clean. Keep it clean out there, folks. That was always going to be a little tricky, close to the ball, trying to cut it, control the cue ball. It was tough. I think Britney mumbling to herself. She's trying to pump herself up here to get this job done. Marvin wants to know anyone from Vancouver Island over that way. Yeah, there's a couple of Western girls made the trip out. Britney now laughing to herself. Tricky one there. Jacked up. Never easy. And good evening, Chris Wade in the house. See what she does here. Does she attack and go for the 7? Try to bank the 4 up and down for position? Or is she just going to play safe? I think I like the safe. Oh, no, got the double kiss. And it might sell out over the side. And it did. She can't be in love with that. And I think the 5 passes the 7 pretty clean. Don't mind the noise, the arcade getting used down there. A little basketball, maybe we'll play after too. Yeah, taking the distance on the 5, knowing that the pocket is big here. I think it's a big pocket. Like you could overcut the 5 and it'll go in, or you can undercut the 5 and it'll go in off the 7, either way. Yeah. Just as predicted, in off the 7. Probably didn't get exactly where she wanted to be. Now she's going to be jacked up over the 8 a little bit and cutting the 6 with the cue ball going the wrong way here. Very tough shot. And then the 7 to the 8's a tough shot. Naomi probably sitting there thinking she loves having Britney shoot from here. Good shot. He took his like back. Oh, that is funny. Some people just can't handle being told something. He really didn't like that. Oh, I like that. When she shot the 6, she just took what she could get, knowing that even with distance from the 7, it was going to be pretty natural to get to the 8. Does she roll this one and get short side on the 10? Does she punch it and take a thin cut on the 10? She's going to roll it. Go for short side. That'll do. Pockets are playing big. This is right where you want to be. You just tell yourself not to overcut it. And then just like that. That's exactly how you want to hit it, because you can ride it in off that end rail. BB is a beast. She's the beast. That's why she's a 23-time champ. Putting it on display. Now up 6-4, 3 wins away from the 2025 10-ball champ. You know she wants to win this year. She didn't win last year. Miriam took the title from her. Well, Naomi loves to rip this break. Let's watch. She's going to elevate, back into the cue a bit, aim nice and low on the cue ball, and then rip it. She didn't get the pop out of that one, but she's going to make the 5, and she's going to be able to see the 1. She's got a shot on the 1, mind you. Real tricky one, long. Not easy to control the cue ball here with the small angle. The 4 really got in jail on the 10 there. Might be a billiard onto the 10 later on, but there's a couple of big problems first with the 1 ball and the 2 ball. Definitely attack here, though. She's going to take on the shot on the 1. There's no playing safe here. Really? That's a bit of a mistake. And she opened the 4 from the 10, so... Is she going at the 10 ball here? Yeah, I didn't think so. I thought it was safety all the way. It might leak out a bit. It might just leak out a bit. Even if it didn't leak out, she's definitely got a pretty routine kick safety. Kick the 1 back down table here. Oh, it leaked out. She had lots of it. All of it and more. real straight on this 3, I think. That's why you see her hesitate a bit. She'd love to have a little angle, get down to the 4, but she might not have it. Oh, she punches it with the draw. What a shot. A little power on display there with the stun draw. That was a nice shot. Not out of the woods yet. Tricky layout here. 6 to the 7, 7 to the 8. Not easy. David Wilson wants to know who got 3rd and 4th. Went to Joanne Ashton and Vero Menard were the semifinalists. Look at the draw with the inside. Juicy juice on that one. Nice stroke. Now just giving this one to be sure. She landed pretty straight. Got to draw this one all the way back. And then needs to land pretty precise on the 7 to get to the 8. So this is tough. See, she got that big power stroke. No problem moving the cue ball where she needs to. Ah, she's landed perfect here. Nice little angle. Coming across the line of the 8 here, so speed's got to be at a premium. Which has been very tough, and that's why you see her underhit it. She's just not thrilled right away. It's so easy to do that. The table's been running so fast. Now you start to let up on the stroke a little bit, and now you're a mile short. You're overhitting, 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 and all of a sudden, so easy to let up a bit. She called the back cut right away, but that's so thin. Just might not have many options. She knows it's a big game. 7-4 is going to be real tough. Now you got to try to keep her off the hill and just pressure. But at 6-5, really, she knows it's anybody's game. Really looks like she is going to try to take this one on. I think the safety might be just as difficult. Sometimes if the safety is just as hard as the shot, you play the shot. Oh, that's really good, though. That's really good. Don't think she's left the pot. She might have left some of the 8, but not enough to make it. I don't think. And the return safety very difficult where the 9 is. I don't see the shot here other than try to draw it to miss the 9, but where's the 8 go? Might have to just try to bank this one in. Seems funny from here, but what's the safety? Yeah, cross side. Yeah, I'm not sure there is anything else. Sometimes you're just forced into one here like this. That's what she's called. was always going to be super, super tough. She could use that to go in. Yeah. And Naomi with the scratch of the head thought, oh, I would have loved that to stay up. Because you can give this one back, but you can't. You can't give it back. Britney's too good to give this one back. Could really see how fast the table was there by how that ball just kept rolling and rolling and rolling. Josh T, what are you talking about? Ben Francis win a 9-foot turn. Yeah, once in a while. But right now we're watching the ladies. Oh, can you believe she gave it back? It takes guts to give it back there. It takes real guts to give it back, knowing you're playing this lady who just fires everything in. And being such a good potter, Naomi is like one of the best potters in the whole country. I'm real surprised to see her give it back. So how about the safe here? Just bank the 9 towards the 10. Get the cue ball up on the top rail. Josh T, never? Are you saying I've never won a 9-foot tournament? Beautiful shot. Exactly what I was thinking she might do. And surprising to not see Naomi take on that shot, or maybe she just didn't see it. Because I think this is a lot more difficult of a situation than the previous one. Oh, she's going to try to use the 10 for cover. That's a tough shot. Going to sell out the bank. Never, ever. Josh T in the YouTube chat's got jokes. Try to see if I'll bite on the keyboard warrior. Yeah, the safe behind the 10 there was super tricky. Safe here too, below the 10, but I think she plays the bank. I think she takes on the bank. Yeah, and there's a two-way there anyway. Some two-way possibilities. Ooh. Surprised to see her miss it, actually. She had some pretty clean cueing at that one. Yeah, that might have been like the set over right there. This game seems really big. But yeah, if she makes it, she's the winner. Probably the winner of the set, you know, so worth going for. Yeah, and this is still tough. It's still a mile away under a lot of pressure, so. Another tester. I think she can go forward, though. I don't know if she needs to draw it. She might want to draw it, but I don't think she needs to. Yeah, I'm glad she stood up because I think that was way too many practice strokes. Often with that many practice strokes, you're not making the ball. You'd think you'd dial it in, taking longer, but not. It's often just like your first or second practice stroke where you just saw it right away. Oh, this could really be the beginning of the end. You could tell she just couldn't quite find the line there. Sometimes you just can't see it. I hate that. Mark White, good morning, sir. It's been a treat to listen to your commentary again, Mr. White, listening to the China Open there. Sent it to a friend of mine last night, and we're listening to the Ruslan and the Dang match. Always enjoyable. Shout out to these great tournament sponsors here for the 2025 Women's Canadian Championships. Yeah, you're right there. I think Pro Level in the YouTube chat says it best. Sometimes you just got to remember who you are and let the muscle memory take over. You know, we get overthinking a little bit, second guessing. Are we aiming right? That's where I mentioned just sometimes you got to fire right away because your first line is probably pretty good. It's when we like add a little side spin and we second guess, and you know, it's when it all goes wrong. She's been losing that cue ball to the side a little bit on the breaks, bit surprising. Dang in the YouTube chat. And I was talking about him. No, it was a different Dang. It was a Dang Jing Wu. That was playing in the China Open yesterday. Got whooped by Ruslan, I think. Safety looks good. There's some gaps there, but I think the 6 is going to cover most of the 1. Maybe not. Might be a rail first here to combo the 8 in. But she knows she can't afford any more mistakes. You got to really keep your opponent off the hill here. You can't let her get to 8. If you can keep her away from 8, then you can still afford like some bad luck or something. Needs a kiss below the 4. Gonna get it. Oh, what a rub. She's not sorry. She needs some luck. This might be a 2-rail hit underneath the 1. Like around the 6. I'm not sure she can just make the 1. Yeah, it's over there, but it's off the 2nd rail, 2 off the top rail. I don't think she can just get it off of 1 rail. Otherwise, she might just pot it. Oh, it's about as close as you could get. Mark White says crazy match and filler scare. I didn't stay up for the whole match, so I didn't really get to see what happened. Ruslan led all the way and lost. Unbelievable. One of my good friends out there, and he withdrew from his match yesterday. We're kind of wondering what happened there. He was supposed to play Alex Kazakis, and then we just saw a withdraw in the bracket. Stephen Holm didn't play the match. And welcome, Diana from Kamloops. 1 was plenty, 2 too many. Oh no, man, she is let the wheels fall off a bit here, and you're going to see a bit of frustration in this kick shot. Thought she was just going to stroke it right away, but you see she's still trying to figure out how she ended up where she is when the focus needs to be on what to do now. But I'm glad she didn't just get up and fire the one real kick, you know. Usually can get a little frustrated, just get up and bang it. It's going to just sit over the side for Britney. That's going to hurt. Britney's going to smell blood. Filler one, Hill. Oh, nice. The beginning of the end. These all lay pretty nice. 4 to the 5, close. 6 and the 8, 9, close. She's been in this spot many times, but she crashes the 5. That's a big mistake. Anytime she's got that extension out and she's been reaching, she's played a bad shot. Definitely reaching in this game can be devastating. Well, they were first up on the TV table, says Mark. Oh, that's unfortunate to hear. I hope he's okay. I know sometimes the traveling just gets the better of him a little bit. Yeah, Kathy Mack should have played this year, no doubt. That's a player. So she didn't take on the combo, but she's left a tough one here for Naomi. I don't know. This 5 has a lot of room by the 8. It's pretty tight. Not a lot of room to work there. Doug from Nova Scotia, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, this one definitely not a lot of room to work there. I don't know. She could try to make the 8, but then you're trying to control a lot of things happening. Maybe some sort of safety, but that's not easy either. She might be forced into trying to make the 5 here. Forced into trying to make the 5 and get a kiss on the 6 and just hope it works out. No, that's not a worst case scenario. This is ended up real tough for Britney. I don't know if she can pot this ball. Looks like she's going rail first. Sometimes you can double kiss it off the horn. I think she's just going to try to touch it, leave it there. That's exactly what she's doing. Just try to leave it there, but she's going to be underneath the 8 her next shot, I think. Let's try to go under the 6. It's a good shot. Really good shot. Well, she's going to call the 10 here. If it's wired, you can't hate her chances. I mean, she's going to hit the 5, you'd think. Oh, no, now she called the 5 in the side. So the 10's not wired. Otherwise, she'd be calling the 10 for sure. Early 10's counting. But it's deceiving on the screen. I think it's so far off line that it's not worth calling it. It's just 0%. Good hit. Let's see what the payoff is. Well, it's not the worst result because she's left the pot on the 5, but it's a long way up and down for the 6. No problem, Grant. I was more than happy to do it considering the situation. And I'm happy you got to go watch the game, pal. And I probably would have came and watched anyway. I mean, I love watching these ladies play. Great shot there, spinning around off 3 rails. She needs another big shot here. Got to go up and down again, I think. Can't just roll the 6 in. Good news is she just needs to be able to see the 8. Doesn't have to do much with the cue ball. But she knows all these shots are big. Got to keep her off the hill, like I mentioned. Then you got some room to work. Room for error, room for something funny to happen, some bad luck or something. But as soon as she's on the hill, you're just one bad roll away from losing. Look out. Oh, I'm really surprised to see that cue ball head towards the left. I thought she would have sent it straight up and down. You know, this is not that easy now. Might tell you from the side view, but this is a little tough. The cue ball kind of close to the rail makes this a little bit tough to judge. Don't want to crash into the 9. So I can see her just taking a second here. You don't want to load it up with right spin when the cue ball is close to the rail, especially on new cloth. It's going to deflect more. Yeah, I might have to go to the other side of the 9, play the 9 in the same pocket as the 8. Yeah, Mark White, it's not little Brandon anymore. He's a giant. It's a big Brandon. Oh, she spun around it. That's a nice shot. That's a very nice shot. She's pretty straight on this 9, so she might just take some distance, or she might try to draw it back with some inside spin. I kind of like drawing it back with the inside. Staying alive, Naomi, 7-5. Still anybody's match. All right, Naomi to break. Trailing 7-5, race to 9. She's been slugging it and getting some shots. Let's see what happens here. Looks like she's going to be able to see the 1. But a little hampered by the 2, but I'd be loving this if I was her. This is a great look to get herself right back in this match. playing safe on the one and playing really nice safe on the one. Good control, although I think we might see Britt go the jump cue and call the 10 here. This might get the crowd in it. This might get the crowd in it. She's got the Predator jump cue. The sport wrap. Does it have the wrap? The wrapless. The wrapless air rush. You got to favor her to get close here. She's going to hit it. She hit it real dead straight. Nice shot. So now, because she fluked the 8, Naomi has the option of making her shoot again. We saw this earlier in the match, where a ball was fluked and Naomi made Britney shoot again. And she might make her shoot again here. The one going the side by the 7. It's got to be real tight. Just takes big guts to put her back in here. I mean, knowing who you're playing. Yeah, she really wants to shoot at this one. I can't say I blame her. Yeah, I like the safe. I mean, this is real tough. I gotta thin it and go behind the 5. Yeah, that's not gonna get behind the 5, is it? Oh, or is it? Beautiful shot. Oh, that's well controlled to get around the 5 there. I thought she was going into the 5 off the side rail, but it slid down there nicely. She got Britney all hemmed up here, and you know she's going to start thinking about that chance she had to get up 8-4. Could all of a sudden be 7-6. Drive by the kick, and what a chance for Naomi here. This got to be a bit tight in there, one would think. I think it's okay. It's just a bit tight. I'll watch the double hit there a little bit. Yeah, play in the corner and you can get through it a little more. She could hear you from Texas, eh? Ooh, Diana put me on the spot there with the which ladies would be your pick for a ladies team? Rest of the world versus Asia for a ladies Mosconi. I don't really know. That's a tough question. I would have to think about that one for a while. I mean, I think the Asia team's pretty obvious. But the rest of the world team, you know, Christina, both Christinas, Zlateva and Catch. And then, well, you got Pia Filler on there. You got Jasmine Ocean. Kelly Fisher. There you go. You might replace Zlateva with Allison because you got got to get the Duchess of Doom in there. I was going to say, that's a super hit if she was on the 2. And it didn't get around that ball like she thought it would. She got her on 2 fouls. I mean, it's the 1 right by the 10. She could contemplate the 3 foul here. But the 2 to the 5's pretty easy. 9 over the hole. You don't need to try to get cheeky with the 3 foul here. Take the chance while you got it. Yeah, she's gone back to slowing right down just to give these the be sure. She knows she's right in this match again. Perfect position to get this to 7-6. Still anybody's match, really. But sometimes you can just think yourself to death here, too. When really, it's pretty straightforward. And it was from the 1 ball, really. I mean, yeah. 7 ball is not as bad as it looks on the screen. I think it goes in the side pretty easy, and the 9's over the hole. Who would be my pick for lady captain rest of the world? Oh, it's got to be Allison. It's got to be Allison. So if the captain's non-playing, then Zlateva might get the nod, with the Duchess being the non-playing captain. This is one thing about pool that is finicky compared to other sports. I mean, you can take all the time in the world, and sometimes it just hurts you. Sometimes it can just really, really hamper you, you know? I feel like that was one of those instances. She just kind of just overthought it and just, you know, maybe let it get in her head a little bit about the 7 ball being tight, but I don't think it's that bad. Unless these side pockets are playing tighter than most diamonds or something, but I think that had a lot of room, you know, and she kind of overthought the 5 ball, or really overthought the 1 ball from ball in hand. Yeah, just like overthought the 1 ball and then continued to overthink each shot after. Like, she shot the 2 pretty quick, but then really took a while on the 5, a while on the 6, and well, Britney won't mind. That puts her on the hill, up 8-5. Now only 1 game away from reclaiming the title that she lost last year to Miriam Lafranchise. Naomi's going to be not thrilled. And I think Britney's going to take a little break to make her think about it. Which is sometimes great. Make her think about it a little. Oh, my apologies for the spelling mistake on there, if you guys can pick it out. I didn't make the poster. I'll get Grant and stuff to fix it for tomorrow. I'm sure it's an easy fix. All right, Brittany's back, ready to break. Oh, I forgot about Fefalova. See, you put me on the spot there, and then I forget about her. I can announce that the bracket for the 9-ball is now live, been posted. First match is starting at 9 a.m. Check it out. If you're in the tournament, don't miss your first match. Look at this. She made all the balls on the break. I thought she was making the 7, too. Well, do you rip the bank and go for it here? Position's not easy, so I would think she plays safe, but maybe not. Yeah, I don't think anybody expected her to miss that 6-ball. It's a big miss that's going to most likely cost her this title. She was right in it at 7-6. It was going to be lots of pressure on Britney. Anybody's match. And instead, all the work's left to do for Naomi. Back against the wall. She tried to go underneath the 8 too, but she knew she's getting the 1 safe. Although, a little gap there, she can see this 1 ball. She might be able to play a nice return safety, leaving the cue ball underneath the 4. She might just go for it. If she can see it, I think she goes for it. Like, see it to cut it in. She's going to go for the pot. There's no more sticking and moving here. I think it's time to try to go for it. Yeah, that tells me she couldn't see enough to cut it in. Tricky to roll it. Dang, want to know, is this quarterfinal or semifinal? It's the final. Yeah, of the women's Canadian Championships. They're playing on 9-foot diamonds, Blue Label diamonds, beautiful tables, just recovered by Mr. Mike Wasloo. Looks like he did a fantastic job. Try to go underneath the 8 again, but get the cue ball safe, or the 1 safe rather, and she's got the 1 safe. Underneath that 8 would have been real jail. She's got to go left side rail here for the hit. Yeah, that could be her last shot of this championship. Ball in hand for Miss Bryant. Try to close it out. Yeah, not much to stop her here. Too many balls over a hole. I kind of like this. Play the 2 in the side next. So you try to play the 2 in the corner, you get the wrong angle, you're dealing with the 3. And there's the link for the 9-ball bracket. Well, she ended up dealing with the 3 anyway. It's a bit of a mistake from the ball in hand, to be honest. Probably should have never been dealing with the 3 from ball in hand on the 1. Is she going to play this 3-4 combo? Oh, she played it nice, but can she see it? She can't. She can't see enough to pot it here. Just a safety, and it's not an easy one. You kind of want to bank the 3 around off multiple rails and hold the cue ball under the 8, but it's kind of easy to lose it a bit. Oh, it's so sweet. That's a real sweet shot because I think, oh no, it has leaked out around the 8 here. I thought she had her frozen right up on the 8, was going to take away a lot of stuff. But Naomi can see the 3. Does it pass the 6 for the pot? I think it maybe does. She's down on it pretty quick. No, it was a bit tight. It was a bit tight by there. She hasn't left it easy for Britney, though. I don't know if you can cut this one in the side or the corner and miss a scratch. Maybe the corner at a real soft speed where the cue ball kind of slides through the angle. She might try to find a safe. Well, if she can cut this in, keep the cue ball clean, I think she goes for it.
I'm just going through the list.
Overcut it. And Naomi still alive here. It's not over yet. I think she recognized in the last rack that she way overthought stuff. Tell me she hasn't horn hooked herself here. So I think she tried to speed up there. No, maybe almost paid for it. Matthew wants to know, where's Hole M nowadays? He's in China. Is that China Open? And the masse is pretty easy, but so is the kick. The problem is position on the 8. You got to kind of hit this one a little speed. Can't just roll it in. But what are the odds where she was? She ended up hooked behind the horn. It's just maybe let that cue ball get away from her a little bit. I think she might even need the second rail here, like it being the top rail. Because if she just pots this off one rail, I'm not so sure she's on the 8. She might be banking the 8. Which might not be that bad. Oh, that is gonna do it. That's gonna be a bit frustrating. Hopefully she doesn't carry that with her into the 9-ball tournament tomorrow, because you know she's gonna be a little bothered by how this ended. Should have been out there 99 times out of 100. And these 3 balls, and this Britney Bryant, she is tough to beat. And, you know, we see this over and over again watching high-level pool. Some of these top players, they're just so hard to beat. Not because they never miss, but because everybody knows it. And they just make mistakes that they wouldn't normally make against other players. I'm sure she'll play better tomorrow, yeah. With some rest would be important. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You think she wanted to nudge it a little closer to the hole? I don't think so. Did that ever get away from her? That's another example of the draw and the speed of the table. The draw just grips right away. And she is fast out there. This 10-ball for the title. Look out. No way she just did that. Unbelievable. Just when we thought it was over. And it's not over. Aye. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Still a game. Still a game. Torture her with the break after. See if she can recover from that. Definitely not supposed to practice during the break. I'm sure she knows that. But I am not here to enforce the rules, nor do I know if that is even a rule. Yeah, imagine if it all flips on that scratch, eh? Well, it all kind of rides on this break shot here. Let's see what she's got. She's been hitting it good. She's been ripping it. Oh, she took a whole ton off that time. Prove me wrong with the rip it. She did not rip it. She just sweet peered it. Oh, she was good on the 1 until the 5 got in the game there. She almost made all the balls on the break. The 3 went too. She was making all the balls. Definitely, if Britney was to lose from here, she's not sleeping tonight. She's going to always remember that scratch. But if she wins, she'll remember it, but it won't devastate her. She'll sleep fine. But definitely huge mistake. Massive, massive mistake at this stage. Never expected that. So she's going to play the 3 here. It's just a matter of where's the 1 going after. Yeah, a bit of poor pool etiquette, that is correct. But also, I mean, it could be argued that maybe it was poor etiquette to take a break at 8-6 when the match is almost over, you know? You want to keep yourself in it and whatever, but I think it was like a purposely stall her break, you know? I mean, they did put pinball machines in the pool hall, so can't be that upset about it. Yeah, like too many breaks already, too, is a point. You can see her. She's just thinking herself to death on some of these shots. I think, like, she gets up and fires that right away. I don't think she makes the mistake of overcutting it. Pro level. Chow time at the prison. Joey, it's the pinball tournament. It's the pinball tournament precisely going at the same time as the Women's Canadian 10-ball championship. Just, you know, pinball tournaments are important too. Business is business, man. They had like 64 players for the pinball tournament. That's more players than the pool tournament. Is she sending the cue ball into the 3? She is. You got to watch this one. You can just follow this 3 ball in. That's such a nice shot. Where's the one going to end up? She'd love it to be over the side pocket. It's not going to be. It's another tester. Although position to the 2 is there. She can pot the 1 on the side. They are passionate, those pinballers? Is that what you might call them? Pinball players, or are they called pinballers? Oh, beautiful. That was not as easy as she made it look. That's a very good shot. That's all there for her again. See if she can hold it together this time. You know the nerves are running high. I don't care how many titles you have. They all mean something. It's not like you just don't get nervous. You still get nervous. You just learn to deal with it in better ways. But, you know, she's feeling it. Especially nerves would be running a little high after the mistake in the last rack. How many times do you want to let it slip away, right? You don't want to have to remember another time. Good angle here. Middle table is such a important tool for a pool player to learn how to get to. Ooh, Pinball Wizards. Of course, Serene. Of course. And yeah, like Maddie says there, I think it might improve her game, the shot clock. Some players, they get shook by it a little, and other players, it would actually make them play better. Find some rhythm. We could see a couple times she just stalled out a bit. I don't think she's gonna scratch on this one. This one for the title again. Second time's a charm.
Victory wings!
And she did it. Britney Bryant, your 2025 Women's Canadian 10-ball champion. The crowd giving it to her. Nice showing from Naomi, as always. Putting up a good fight. Making Britney work for it. And thanks to everybody out there tuning in. Appreciate you all. We'll be back early tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Grant will be on the mic. Make sure you guys show him some love. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.